this is roughly what the next part is the form. So this is roughly what your form will look like, and the one that you should get to send automatically after they book the call. But then make sure you tell them that they're going to get an email with a form that they have to fill out ASAP, because sometimes people won't fill it out and then you're about to start your roadmap call and you're like, fuck, they haven't done it. They're going to have to rebook another time. I would say get it done as soon as you can, like schedule time to do it. It'll take you 15, 20 minutes, 30 at the most. But make sure that it's done at least 24 hours before your call, because it will take you a bit of time to sit down and go through it. This is roughly what mine looks like. You know, you've got all your basic things in there, but you've also got a lot of other questions in there. You can, if you want me to send that link through so you can actually have a read.
And so you deep dive.
Yeah, I will. It's quite similar to Saad's probably old one
From a formatting perspective, Google Forms, a website, or Typeform.
Yep. And it's quite long, as you can see.
Oh, it is Jotform. Jotform, good too. Cool. Jotform, Schmoshform.
That's where you can get real personal with it. Add some questions in there that are specific to how you help people. Make it unique.
Yep.
It doesn't have to be, you can use that as a template and like, you know, dig deeper into people's love languages or little things about them.
Yep. And then your niche. Like, target it towards your niche. So like some of my questions are targeted, I think a couple are targeted towards athletes. Right. How should I conduct it? Pre-call, this is why it's important to have that form done. Going through the form that they filled out and go through, you can use now the part of the new tracker that's awesome is this will be included in their tracker, so you can look at it easily while you're on calls with them in the future. They can also look at it if they need to. You'll go through your form and you'll flag anything that is important. So there's a kind of a flag system that you can use. Red is a problem to discuss, something that needs to be touched on pretty urgently. Orange flag will be a warning that could turn into a bigger problem to discuss. So not as pressing. You can touch on it if there's not too many red flags, but it's something for you to keep an eye on. And then a green flag is something that they've highlighted that they do in their form really well, and a positive thing to continue and compliment them on. So you don't want this form to just, or your roadmap call to just be all negative going through the form they filled out. You don't want it to be like, why do you only sleep for 4 hours a night? Like, why do you have, these problems with your cycle? Give them compliments on the things that they're doing well as well, and reinforce those behaviors. Because they might not do it as consistently, but then you reinforce it and they think, oh, I already do that. Like, I'm actually doing some things well, and then they'll keep doing those things as well.
What's that section called? The coaching tracker flagging sheet, would you say?
It's at, do you know what tab that's under in the new tracker? Have they got the new tracker yet?
Yeah. Client review?
It's like, yeah.
It's a
client
sheet,
review,
it's really obvious. It's one of the tabs.
It's like one of the ones at the end.
Client summary.
Client summary.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So why you want to do that? Clarify anything and have immediate action points for them to implement after the call. So under client summary. Yeah. Next one that you can see on there is a personality search. This is something you can do. You don't have to, but you can get an idea for who a person is. So you can search them up on social media and, via LinkedIn or Instagram or Facebook, whatever. Just obviously don't be a creep when you say like, I saw you have 2 dogs, a goldfish and a pet giraffe. Like, don't just list really fucking specific things about people that they know that you've gone and stalked them. Like, you need to just use it to get a feel for who they are, how you can match their energy, and yeah, just see who the person is that you're going to be on a call with. Obviously, you've met them before in the roadmap, in the initial call that you have with them, but this can just help you understand them a bit deeper. Then, last one that you're going to do before the call is prepare their spreadsheets. So get everything ready in their folder. You can share it with them if you want them to see things. Otherwise, you can just share your screen if you want them to see parts of the tracker and things during your call. But at least just have it ready to go so that you can action them looking at it and filling it out as soon as the call finishes, and they have access to it. And then they're not waiting another day or two to get things going. Yep. You can share it with them straight away after the call. Oh, the other note I had is like your personality search can help you find them possible like gifts and things in the future. Something that Carl, when he came and spoke to us, Carl Goodman, Alex's mentor, he said he was talking a lot about that goodwill, and he said little gifts for people that mean a lot to them and relate to who they are can be extremely meaningful and buy you a lot of that goodwill.
Do you want to use an example of something you received or given? Any of you?
I got a Minecraft head. Jacob got I really like Jacob's one. That was he loves Zach Bryan, the artist, and Alex got him a Zach Bryan vinyl, and didn't you get him like a jumper?
I got him a jumper that I had to bring from America to Australia because they couldn't ship it.
Yeah.
But M something.
You got your alien.
I got my purple
that was
alien.
sick, yeah.
I'm very spacey, universal, spiritual gal. Love my alien. And like everyone compliments it when they're on calls with me because there's just purple in the background. Everyone's like, oh, your fluorescent lights look similar. It's just my alien.
How did that
It's
make you feel though, like getting that?
Oh, I loved it. I recorded it.
Yeah.
I recorded my reaction if you want to see it.
But like how did you feel from that goodwill from Alex? Like he didn't have to do that.
No, but I've always felt that way with you, even not receiving gifts. Like just you always put in extra time and things. So I've always felt that, you know?
I know you're trying to tap into the emotion. You have to go again.
Oh yeah, keep going.
You can literally ask the same question as well.
How did it make you feel? I don't know. Do you know what?
It made me feel seen and understood and heard, you know, because we've spoken about this before. I'm not going to cry here in front of all of you, but like I've struggled to feel that in, you know, as a child and things. So like actually having that with someone I look up to and someone that motivates me and I'm inspired and I feel like is part of my family is like, you know, yeah. But yeah, that's the love language thing though. Like not even gifts, like mine's words of affirmation. So, you know, Alexander in the past on like coaching calls and things has intentionally put effort into that in the way he speaks to me about my problems or my things or whatever it is. And it's because he asked that a long time ago and he found that out. So getting to know that is actually not for just your romantic partner, but actually your clients is actually really helpful in communicating to them and making them feel understood as well and loved and supported.
I'm just thinking about how you guys have felt when you've got a really meaningful gift before from someone. It's not just someone getting you something for the sake of it. It feels good. Someone understands you. Alright, so the next two slides are some practical goals for what you're going to get done on the call with your client. Firstly is staying focused. You don't have to go through everything that they've written down in their form. It's going through the important things and knowing what strings to pull and what to not pull on when they bring something up. that will come with doing it and pulling on the wrong strings, spending an hour talking about something that doesn't matter.
Has anyone done that?
I have a little bit.
Yeah.
Not an hour, but I just find sometimes on checking calls or I've done a few of the mindset calls. You can just get a little bit just rambling. It's not productive. It's just like talking about something random sometimes.
I know.
Not right now. Just when I'm talking later.
Recently,
Yeah.
and I think you mentioned to me that you've had a couple calls where you didn't even discuss coaching sometimes because, like, with the client, they rambled on about something else and it went for the whole duration that you scheduled the call and then you couldn't actually help them. Do you remember that? Like, does that happen?
Yeah, then I have to rush everything at the end.
Yeah, and then they actually get a worse service, which and it's not like a fault of your own because we all do it, but you don't notice it until you do it. And then all of a sudden, when you reframe it in that way, like you're literally helping them less if you can't identify those strings that you shouldn't pull on. And that's where the skill of and like the art of like undertaking a consult with someone really comes in. And you get better at it because of those times when you're like, why did I ask them about their pets? And they just didn't show up for like 15 minutes. And then you don't want to be rude because like you don't want to like cut them off or whatever. But then at the end of the day, like you literally help them less because you're taking away from the time where you could be touching on something more practical to the reason why they're there in the first place.
So we need to stay focused, but being able to stay focused comes back to the preparation that you've done before. So that's going through the flags, going through what you've highlighted to be important prior to the call. And then, as I've said, allow yourself to go down intentional rabbit holes and explore these things curiously and be genuinely interested in what they're telling you, and people can feel that. But it'll also help you understand your client and understand their problems. We want to write practical one-time and recurring tasks for them to execute. So this is something I've set up in my tracker. You guys would have seen in all your new trackers that Alex put all of the things to get done for your business. I've done that for my client. So there's some one-time tasks for them to do. And then from a roadmap call, we find some more specific, maybe one-time tasks and recurring tasks for them to execute ASAP so that they can start moving the needle in the right direction. Create immediately actionable low-hanging fruit tasks for them to move towards their goals. As I've said, we will touch a bit more on that in the next couple slides and how you can help improve these big rocks of their health and get them feeling better really quickly, which will help with immediate retention and trust. Mutually agree on some key habits and KPIs to record together and do like a live demonstration. Share your screen, pull up the tracker, put in the tracker in the KPI and habit sections what you guys have mutually agreed to, or one or the other might feel could be beneficial to begin to do. Identify cognitive distortions and belief shift where appropriate. I think you guys have spoken a fair bit about belief shifting, so probably don't need to touch on that too much. Uncover their why. This is extremely important, which I will go deeper into that in a minute. Prepare some additional resources to send them. So if there's anything that you've used, or if you have a good resource library, this can be really beneficial to being able to send your clients resources on things that they need to believe, or you think they might need to believe shift around or become more educated on. Use podcasts, social media accounts, books.
Even your own resources that you've
Yeah.
created,
Yeah.
like your workshops.
And that's the thing, like social media posts, like you should just you should have most of these up there already because you should know your target market and you should be creating posts
To
around
solve their
their
problems. Yeah.
So you should just be able to send them your posts. And then last one, explain the roadmap, as we've said before, of what the next 6 to 12 months working together looks like with the milestones. So they've probably come to you for a reason. So you should have that, some kind of milestone in there. And plan out the next 6 to 12 months and how they're going to achieve those goals across that time. This obviously begins to belief shift them around how long coaching should go for and paints the vision. Literally paints the vision of it in the overview section. Everyone done typing? Alright, I'll fly through these last few. Beginning of the call, set the intention. Tell them what you're going to be doing in the call. I want to set the intention of this call before we get started. We're going to be going through this, so they know what to expect. We're going to be diving deep into your why. This could get emotional, if you want to say. Get a feel for and match their energy. If you feel like they're slightly lower energy or they're really high energy, you might want to try and bring them up slightly or down slightly. Don't be over or under enthused if it doesn't match their energy, but get a feel for how they're feeling and try and match that in some way and adjust just slightly if you feel it's necessary. And reciprocate their body language. It can help build trust in someone if they can see you, or they subconsciously can help build trust if they notice you doing similar things to them, mimicking the way that they're sitting or standing or whatever. That can go for general life, but yeah.
I think it's called mirroring.
Yeah.
The body language. Yeah.
And if you want to know if someone's developing a little rapport with you subconsciously, you can see if they're mirroring you. Cross your legs one way, if you don't mind. Right? If you're on a date and someone's on, you guys on your left side, that way, fireplace.
No one saw that.
He said something that's a bit strange and turns you off. That body language change of pattern, you're probably going to assume that you are less.
Yes, because I'll lean into someone or whatever when I'm like, yeah, let's go. Yeah.
So just watch out for it.
During the call, you'll be going through the flags you've noted prior to the call, pulling on strings when they come up, and you'll be going through easy wins. These are one-time or recurring tasks that will get quick and significant bang for buck. They help to build buy-in, trust, retention, and adherence in your client with you. Some of my favourite easy wins for 4 key pillars of health. The next 4 slides. In a few of the slides, there's a couple of very kind of simple supplements. There can be more in depth here. That was something I just wanted to kind of highlight. You can get more in-depth supplements, but I know you guys aren't too far through, and I assume you'll probably learn a bit more about it as you go. So, sleep. These are things that you can get your clients doing straight away. Sleep. Morning light exposure, 10 minutes. More if it's cloudy. Red and or low dim lights at night. A wind down routine 30 to 60 minutes before bed using some kind of calm conversation, a relaxing activity like a book or a familiar TV show. Keeping your room temperature between 13 and 16 degrees, that's quite cold. Some people, well, Probably start maybe a little bit warmer and bring that down. Having a quiet, dark room. Some hacks here: noise cancelling headphones, blackout blinds, sleep mask, and sleep routine consistency. So trying to keep the same bed and wake times within an hour of each other across the week. These are some easy hacks to get people sleeping better straight away that everyone can do. Can I just get a thumbs up when you guys have finished talking?
Or a yeehaw. We'll take both.
Yeah, give us a yeehaw.
We'll take, yeah, all of you.
Just give us your best yoga impression when you finish.
Give a howl. Yeah, that's how you are. Yeah.
Give us your best gorilla. What's the cat howl?
Cat.
Show us how you do it.
I'll show you later.
Hang on one sec.
I'll show you later when we're getting changed in your room.
Oh, cool. Well, that's not fun.
Alright. Digestion. Get them actually absorbing the food that they're eating rather than just mindlessly chewing twice and swallowing. Cephalic phase. Cephalic phase is the first phase of digestion. Things like when your mouth waters, when you smell a good food or look at a good food, usually initiated by those other senses like smell, sight. One thing you can do here to help this phase of digestion, your 3 breaths before each meal, inhale and then longer exhale, help calm your nervous system down. Chewing things, 30 chews is a lot, but at least trying to get 15 chews each mouthful. Digestive support, apple cider, half a teaspoon or a teaspoon in warm water, some kind of bitters like lemon or lime in water, or Swedish bitters. Yeah, never had that one, but ACV is bitter enough. And digestive enzymes, really recommend them as well. Thorn digestive enzymes.
What's cephalic mean?
Cephalic, you won't listen. It's the first phase of digestion.
Okay.
You'll learn.
I was trying to write.
No, it's not good enough. Do both.
Do better.
And reducing your meal frequency. Less snacking throughout the day can help with digestion of meals. So some clients you'll get will just be like constantly eating things throughout the day.
They're all snack.
Yeah.
They're all snack.
So get them having like 3 or 4 consistent, like bigger meals, and then not just like eating shit during the day the whole time. What's the street sweeper called again?
So the acronym is MMC. MMC. Who remembers?
Mind muscle connection.
Motor something.
The migrating motor complex.
My man. And okay, so that's your okay. Why not snacking? I'll just come up here for a second. It's like the MMC, the migrating motor complex. It's like a street sweeper that sends electrochemical signals through your gut in between meals. Okay, me looking silly means you're gonna help remember that. Okay, so I did that one more time. Okay, that's what actually happens in the gut. That's the sound it makes. If you listen really quietly, you might be able to hear it. See, there it was.
It's taking me back.
You got it. I thought you were finishing. I thought you were finishing. Shut up.
We need a name.
No, I didn't.
Because the client's going to be like, people attach emotion to snacking. Like, well, I don't. Well, stop snacking. Why? Why should I stop snacking?
Snackosaurus.
See, now it's an identity, right? So now it's all okay.
Do you have to wait for 2 hours? Is it like 2 hours when it comes on? Or
I have to look at the research, but
90 minutes it says.
okay.
MMC begins about 9 minutes after a meal and ends with the start of the next meal.
so you're more likely to get fermentation of your certain compounds in your gut if you're constantly putting food in there. So taking a break and not snacking in between gives your gut a break to heal, to repair, and to sweep debris and fermented foods out of there.
Migrating motor complex. Yeah. Street sweeper.
You get that a lot.
Oh, can you repeat that last bit, please?
Which part?
The last bit. It's the last, like the last. No. You said.
Can help reduce like getting fermentation of foods in the gut because it helps pass the food through.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you eat more frequently, then you have
Then it stops that from happening. So
Is it
that
If you eat
complex
less frequently, removing snacking.
The complex doesn't turn on
Yeah.
Right.
until you stop eating
Yeah.
for say like 2 hours.
Right.
It won't actually turn on
Yeah.
to sweep it through.
Won't be as effective.
Yeah.
If you're curious, just put it in Google and have a read.
It's a good one for people who ask you about fasting. That's like
Yeah.
the actual benefit of fasting, like some autophagy of your cells. If they're asking you, because lots of people will be like, "Are you doing fasting?" It's like, "Oh, you can spit this one to them. And it's a real thing that they can probably benefit from.
Alright, last two, energy. Big one that people struggle with. This can run a lot deeper than just these basic things, but these can move the needle significantly as well. Hydration. Lots of girlies out there not drinking their water.
Not these
Not
girlies.
you girlies, but there are. A rough number you can aim for is 0.033 times your body weight in kilos of litres of water per day. So to someone
To be specific.
So for me,
According to the calculations, about 3.5 kilograms of water per 65 kilogram male.
so for me, I'm about 86 kilos. So that will be about 2.8 litres of water a day.
That was close.
Do me.
What do you?
63.
Yeah, that was so close.
2 litres.
Fuck yeah. Fuck,
You
smash
can
that.
drink more, but we've also got to be conscious of electrolytes. Being cautious of someone's amount that they sweat is going to be important here. So if someone is consuming a lot of sodium and they're not really sweating much, then just be cautious of giving them too much more sodium. But giving them some kind of good quality salt and probably a potassium supplement as well can be beneficial because a lot of people don't consume enough potassium. But definitely a good quality salt, the Celtic sea salt, what's that brand?
Redmond's. Real
Or
salt.
Redmond's, yeah. They're great. Just
Real.
putting like half a teaspoon per litre of water. I get my clients doing half a teaspoon in their first bottle of water each day, and they notice a really big difference in hydration and energy levels in the morning. Obviously we've been asleep for 8-9 hours, so we haven't been drinking any water, so important to hydrate early, and then increase that with the temperature, like if it's summer and we're sweating more. Exercise, working outdoors or outdoor movement breaks, getting some sunlight. Bright light exposure, indoor and outdoor. If you have to be sitting indoors, get some kind of bright light exposure. 8 to 9 hours of sleep and using caffeine can help as well. We love caffeine. Last one, stress. Reducing their stress. Magnesium and Little Celsey's favourite, theanine. Big theanine guy over there. Sorry. 2 great supplements that can help reduce stress, but some more practical ways. Exercise again, outdoor immersion. Get your clients outside. Most of them are probably just stuck in the office and they walk home from the office, or they probably don't walk, they catch the tram home from the office and then just sit on the couch. They're not going outside, especially at this time of year where the weather's beautiful. Get them out into the park, out to the beach, in nature, get their shoes off, getting their feet in the sand or in the grass. Play, joy, laugh. As soon as we become adults, we think that we can't laugh and play like we were when we were kids. So give them something that they really enjoy doing as well. Anyone got any examples of that?
Playground.
Like, I don't know, like I like colouring in and things. I was very like
Perfect.
artistic.
But it's like, who colours in when they're an adult? That's
Yeah.
weird. No, it's not.
Yeah, that's a good one. And like I saw this thing, it was like that outdoor, it was like, I can't remember who it was someone on Instagram, it was like, don't make decisions indoor if you've been indoors all day, get outside and make all your decisions outdoors. What was that on? That was on someone's, like, it was a big following.
Maybe Shirelles.
Nah.
No.
It was, who's that guy with the collagen?
Oh.
No face. Yeah, I think it was him.
It's a cup, yeah.
Is it what? Carnivore rabbit?
A little bit,
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, you can say he's like a medical professional.
No, but it was just like,
It's a fact.
it wasn't like a research back thing. It was just like I was like, yeah, that's funny. That was good.
Lots of very creative people have said that the best thoughts are conceived when they're on walks outside.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
there's like a Nietzsche quote about it. But,
So yeah, like colouring in is a perfect example there. Google Calendar time management. So many people get stressed about all the things they have to get done, and this pairs with the next one as well, Asana. Using those two in tandem, I've found, and personally and with clients, has been super beneficial to reducing overwhelm with business and life. So put your tasks in Asana when they come into your head, and then schedule them into Google Calendar when you have time, and reduce overwhelm.
When you have time, set that time up every week.
Yeah. Like when you sit
Put that
down,
in your Google
got
Calendar.
your scheduled time. Put those tasks in. Outsource and delegate low leverage tasks for people who, especially for people who have a lot going on, which most people think they do. Get them to outsource. So shopping. What's one for shopping? Click and collect. Delivery. Even better. Driving. Yep, Uber. Cooking.
Meal prep.
Your partner.
Or, yeah, meal delivery.
Someone else.
Pre-made meals. And business, I've already written VA. That was something I did in America, and I don't know why I didn't do it before. Like, pay some chick in the Philippines, like, some bought amount of money, and she just does all these low leverage tasks that I don't need to do. It's like, you think you can't afford it, but I guarantee every single one of you could afford it.
What kind of tasks?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got her initially I created like my own email domain. So instead of having like coachkennett@gmail.com, it was Lachie@coachkennett.com. And I needed her to merge everything across like all my files into the new drive, all my events in my calendar. So I'm gonna sit there for fucking 3 days and do that. So things like that. She set up all my clients' new trackers for the new year with the new tracker. And I think I paid like $120 or something total for her to do all of that.
Wow.
Which
To save you how much time?
I don't even know, days.
I think I want to set that up tonight.
Hey,
I need someone to do my exercise library.
yeah. If you've got the videos, like obviously there's some things you can't get them to do,
Yeah.
but doing little things like that, just so beneficial.
Someone who like gets them to like sort out all of their Instagram posts, so like he'll do the most part of it, and then like they'll write the caption and post it, or he'll give like a sort of brief overview of what the caption wants to be like. Yeah.
And that's the thing, like if they understand you as well and like your business, they could even, write your captions and schedule your posts and things for you. Like there's endless possibilities.
How does she charge, or how do you pay her like per day, per hour?
It's through Upwork. So she is on Upwork. I put a job offer ad thing up, and she applied for it. She was the first person to do it, so I just gave her the job, and she logs her time through Upwork. And I think Upwork takes constant like screenshots of her screen to make sure that she's doing the work, and I can review that.
Yeah.
I haven't, but yeah, if any of you want a good VA, let me know. I'll give you her number. I think she charges like $12 US an hour, something like that. So it's like 16 or 18 AUD.
I know my friend that has a VA is paying her $5.
Yeah, you can get cheaper than that.
Yeah.
She was just the first person to
Yeah.
apply, so I was like, give you the job. Meditation, taking time to breathe and slow down and get present, and journaling can be extremely beneficial for a lot of people. So that's stress. That's me.
Thank you.
Do you guys want to